we shouldn't be turning to the right, should we? Oh, right. Didn't realise we're this close to the airport. Hey guys, and welcome back to FSX FS Passengers. So we'll be flying today from Skatster to Unst, which is the most northerly airport in the British Isles. So not just the UK, but like all the islands and all that kind of stuff added to it as well. So yeah, after that, I've got a decision I need to make, but yeah, quite a big decision, but I will talk about that more during the flight itself. And I'll see what you guys as the viewers say for it. So we'll set up the aircraft, get ourselves ready to go, and see what happens for us today. So start flights. Yep, 9 passengers aboard. Right, so the image you see at the bottom may be slightly different to what you guys saw last week. So basically, I'd accidentally, I don't know when I did it or why I did it, but I accidentally deleted the actual payload image. So it's very similar to what I did. I basically tried to recreate it, copy it, but the lines I think maybe a little bit thinner, and you can see the lines go over the images that they shouldn't do. So we'll need some slight adjustments to that, but otherwise it should be alright. So we're on board if you're interested. Otherwise we'll close that. We are set destination. We are going to Unst, which is Echo Golf Papa Whiskey, and 5-minute flight, about 20 minute flight. Should be alright. So set destination.
Destination set.
We will load immediately. Go for the usual 90, 95, 105. Show you passenger list. Why not? Start air flight. And just get everything set up and ready to go. Well, actually, before I do that, I still want to load up V pilots for VATSIM. Show in-flight report. We are Delta Alpha 997. So we load that up, connect to that. There we go. And, well, it's the aircraft ready to go. So, battery on, generators on. Lighting can come on. Strobes actually not just yet. Navigation, surface, that's a logo. Landing lights not just yet. Actually, yeah, strobes will come on as I'm just going to turn the engines any second now. Cockpit lights, all lights are on. Set that to day. Those aircraft have been set up already. I don't know. Probably when I was like before I realised I actually deleted the entire CMAP, I think I may have just started the video or something. But anyways, turn the pumps on, get air sails ready to go. Seatbelt sign on. Make sure everything ready to go. That's fine. So yeah, set that to ground, start enrich, and nothing has happened. Oh no, there we go. Right, very much a delay in this. Hang on, I'll make that minimal, as I don't want the aircraft to start rolling like it sometimes does. So that's our engine 2, so close that, start enrich. And let's see if this engine takes as long to start up. Nope. Right, so engine 2 is still the weaker engine. Engine 1 still being the better performer. Right, we are now starting to roll as well. We are on parking brakes, so we'll need to quickly turn just to avoid the fence and go too far onto the grass. Our parking brake's going to be a wreck after this. I don't know if it's just Adornia having like really powerful engines, or if it's just the aircraft being the aircraft itself, or anything wrong with my one, but I don't know. Alright, so we've stopped moving now. Maybe it's also, I was going to say down a hill, but not really, not simulator. What's the winds like actually? Active sky, we want conditions, current location, winds are 2308, yeah, okay, so I think the winds maybe coming along with the propeller spinning as well. So set the aircraft displays, that's fine, that is fine. Make sure the yaw dampeners are on. Yeah, flight director on, flaps down 2. And once both engines stabilise, engine 2 has stabilised, engine 1 takes an extra moment or two. I'll then be able to start taking the aircraft to taxi, so back to standard, make sure it's all fine. Looking good, taxi lights can come on, putting those on now. And the moment the engine 1 comes down, we will announce that we're going to taxi. There we go, right, so we are at, I'm going to go back to briefing, Echo Golf Papa Mike, DA 997 at that, taxiing to runway, I think going for 06 today at Scat Start. So the opposite to what he landed on. Pipe brake off. Increase the throttle, and let's now go to runway. Engine limiter is going to come off as well. And mixture, bring that to max. Right, DC relax on the throttle bits. As the Carenado Drawyah DO228 has got some improvements compared to the ground friction bug that the simulator is known to have. Is cloud layer also right on top of us? Was just the weather like this? I think cloudy. Yeah, I think cloudy is the thing going on right now. So we'll turn to the left, taxi to 06, and then the parts. Yeah, so 0624. And take off into the headwind. Means we shouldn't be shouldn't take us too long to take off actually. So D8997 is ready. Is nope, just say departing. And 12.8 yeah, on Unicom. EGPM runway 06. And I see there is a tower nearby somewhere. Norway control, okay, so he's not us, and I don't think he will be ours, unless, again, that comes into the decision we'll make later on in the stream, so, not in the stream, just in normal video, I'm not streaming this, so, get onto the runway, don't think I'll need to backtrack for this, we've got plenty of runway left for Drawyah DO228, it's not the shortest runway in the world, Scatter, I will say, I think it's the second largest airport, or even the largest airport in the Shetland Islands. Anyways, we'll now turn the landing lights. And we'll now wait for the co-pilot's callouts for departure. Yes, visibility has gone down a bit. Shouldn't matter though. The biggest thing is we'll land before sunset, which is what I'm looking for. V1 rotate. Don't be too sharp on the controls like I have in the past. V2 gear up. Just a trim, flaps up. Yeah, sometimes that can be a bit too harsh on the controls of takeoff in the Drawyah DO228. I think if you can't, I've had a few comments in the past telling me this is not a 737. This is essentially a light aircraft, so be careful. Right, didn't probably do something right. So that goes to GPS. Now sets the nav. That needs to be set to, is it 3,500 for departure? I think I said, yeah, 3,000. I really did have this aircraft basically set up originally before I tried to stream and I had all the mess ups. So, altitude select, climbing at 1,000 feet per minute, and the aircraft is basically done. So, as I said, I'm not sure when I did or why I did it, but for whatever reason, the payload models and seating map for everything was deleted, so I have to. Most of them have backed up, although the Drawyah DO228 I only made like last week, as you guys know, so the one I didn't actually back up yet. I'm now going to make a backup of it straight. The moment this video ends, it's getting backed up, so got to be more careful in the future. Otherwise, we have now departed, visibility is shot, and our arrival airport's a visual approach, so hoping things will improve over there. Not right plan, I want to go to conditions. Hang on, how do I check conditions at arrival airport? I can just do it with sim, can I? Add-ons, weather requests at destination airport. Visibility is 10 plus. Yeah, that's perfect. Clouds clear below 20,000. Yeah, perfect for me. Close window and get back into the flight itself. Wait till we get to cruise altitude. Altimeter is set. And yeah, flight itself. So yeah, a bit more of a coastal like kind of flight. It's flying across two sets of islands in the Shetland Islands, going to the most northerly points of the British Isles, as opposed to just the United Kingdom. Hang on, no. Yeah, these are you know what I mean. The British Isles, United Kingdom. What's the other one? Hang on, British Isles, United Kingdom. There's a third one which is guessing. But yeah, most northerly airport of this set of islands and the outer part of the UK. Right, so my decision is what I'm going to talk about now. So, flying this far north, I'm now miles away from the main part of the UK. So, if I zoom out, the UK, where our company's based, is all down south, as you can see, and our destination airport is even further north. To, if you guys can see it, because I don't have my mouse like active, but basically it's the most northern point. It's on the right side. It's the most northerly islands, the one that sticks out a bit, which is perfectly in the middle between the Faroe Islands, the short, small set of islands on the left, or Norway. So the decision is: do I fly to the Faroe Islands, which then could potentially push me into Iceland, and then Canada, and then the United States of America? Or do I fly to the east, head to Norway, fly around that for a bit, and then head south back into Europe again? What decision shall I make? That's what I'm leaving to you guys, because I don't know what I'm meant to do. And well, being a series, I want to make it, being my YouTuber, it's all about like the viewer, like what do you guys want to see, what do you guys really want out of this channel. So, decision's down to you. Should I fly east, or do I fly west? Comment down below, you guys can decide. Do I go to the US, or do I go to Norway? In fact, the little R on the top right corner, click on that, there'll be a little poll in there. Vote which airport, which way should I go, east or west, Norway, US. Do I do transatlantic flights in this aircraft? Will be interesting. I've got a warning light, pre-speed. Yes, it is. Bring the throttle down a bit. I also need to look at my fuel management if I'm doing that massive flight as well, because 40% of fuel would cover the this kind of flight quite short, 20 minutes. But I had a look, flying to either Norway or the Faroe Islands from Unst, who I'm flying to today, is about 50 minutes long both ways, about 50 minutes an hour, so it will be a longer episode next week, I think I can already confirm. But you guys decide which way I go. Other than that, now focus on this flight. Enjoy the scenery we've got so far. And I would like to go back to the UK at some point, but that's really again down to what I can do in this aircraft and potentially any like future ones I get, such as the I'm trying to make studying the future. So got the so starts off the Mooney Bravo default, went to the Coronado Mooney M20J, no M20, yes M20J. I know Alabama then recently released a Mooney as well, one I'm trying to get at some point. Then got a Drawyah DO228 flying right now, and I'm not sure if because this is a C4 aircraft, and I'm looking at either C7. I'm not sure. Hang on. Right, so I am in the C4 Coronado Drawyah DO228. I'm thinking, because I'm looking at C6, is there anything in C6 that potentially could get interesting? I mean, that's the default CRJ. I don't really want to fly the default aircraft or the virtual cockpit. It's not it's alright, but it's not the nicest. If I go to C7, however, that's now I've got the Aerosoft CRJ. So I'm thinking, do I go for a C6 aircraft, or do I wait for C7 and go for a CRJ? Kind of their regional jet by Bombardier. That's the decision I'm currently making at the moment. Which way do I go? And that's another thing I'll, again, think about more during the series, because I've still got many more hours left to do in the Drawyah DO228, maybe like another 40-50 hours left in this thing, so it's a long journey ahead of me. But then do I go for a C6, or do I go for a CRJ? I mean, again, not saying anything bad about the virtual cockpit, because again, what their company model is, it's a, it's not a high fidelity, it's a low fidelity aircraft, but it tends to be like easy on the FPS, lots of variations, 102 different liveries that came with that aircraft. Did a really good review on that actually, not too long ago. But yeah, it's like in terms of fidelity, like the actual like systems involved, in this series, I like my high systems. If I was doing like another series, then yeah, the virtual car would definitely be up there. But bear in mind, only Aerosoft, and this is what the series is trying to get involved. And we shouldn't be turning to the right, should we? Oh right. Didn't realise we're this close to the airport already. Okay, so again, nothing bad on virtual car. It's just not for this series. But owning the virtual car hasn't been too bad. I have done a few streams in the past as well. If you look at my Scat Airlines, where did I fly from? Somewhere to David the Builder. Anyways, start descending to 1,000 feet. Sets altitude select. And let's lower the throttle and get aircraft ready to land. Right, so sorry about that. I didn't even realise we were that close to the airport. I was just talking to you guys about the flights. So, right, if we carry on going on a heading of Scooter south to 180, that's a heading. And it's a visual approach. Visibility is not the best, but I've had worse. And there we go, into the sunset. Bad sight that. There you go, you see the airport down below as well. So if I actually move the aircraft to the right, the 120. And once we've descended to 1,000 feet, because again to sea level, basically good altitude for that, I'll then take manual control of the aircraft and bring it back to the airport to land. So if I load the throttle, actually just go above the idle horn, start dealing with flaps and all that stuff as well for landing. Start our turn as well back towards the airport 300. Flaps 1. Aircraft will level off in 500 feet. Flying into the sunset. Hoping to get blinded by the sun during approach would be not awkward, but like would be nice in terms of like what I'm looking out the window. See what happens, but yeah, heading back to the airport now. There you go, leveling off at 1,000 feet now. Use the throttle. The airport is at 240 to my heading, so 24. Hang on, no, back to 3. No, not even 3. I think it's like 29285. Go to. Visual of the airport, a bit low, but that's fine. Yeah, perfectly level now, so flaps 2. Increase the throttle, bit of turbulence, that's fine. Just have a sun visor as well, in case. Yeah, it's not exactly covering the sun, is it? I'll keep it low just in case. There we go, aircraft is back up. It's at 110 now. 1,100. Yeah, keep it on this path, on the glide slope. So now that we are on final at Echo Golf Papa Whiskey. On final at Echo Golf Papa Whiskey. That's out there. It's just on final. Echo Golf Papa Whiskey. Not sure which runway this is, but flying into the headwind, of course. Briefing, right, give me the runway. Negative. So 22 knot winds at 235, so yeah, flying to a headwind. It should be fine for me. Alright, passengers coming to land now. Enjoy the view. Actually didn't go to the passenger views. What am I doing? Here we go. Quick view of the passenger seats. So yeah, all you guys can see are islands. All you guys can see are also just islands. Nothing too much out the window at the moment. Coming on this approach. Right, heading hold comes off. Altitude I'll keep on for a little bit longer. I do need to bring the aircraft. Got it more into the actual airport itself because we aren't exactly level right now. Also, visual approach. I can't technically see the runway. I can see the pappies to the left, but the actual runway itself not too easy to spot. I do know, however, that is parallel to the coast, based on the fact I built the VFR scenery around here. So I'm using that to my knowledge. Increase the throttle. Full flaps, and at this point go gear down.
Gear down.
There we go. Bit of throttle management. I can now kind of see the airport itself. So yeah, I've got a visual of the runway now. Not the longest in the world, but that'll be fine for me. Still below the glide slope, but again, it's coastal airport. There's just nothing really around us, and a few hills on the opposite side. There you go, coming to the glide slope now. So if I deactivate autopilot, now manual control. Let's bring the aircraft down, shall we? Yeah, now above the glide slope, that's fine. Keeping on the throttle, keep on the speed, keep an eye on the runway itself. Again, into headwind, I can actually fly at a very low speed without stalling out. So be careful for weather changes. It did catch me out 5 or 6 weeks ago now when I had the clips of the wing on the runway, which again was partially my fault, also down to the fact the weather changed quite rapidly after landing. It's a bit of a crosswind this runway. Landing, you can see I'm not flying level to the runway, but I'm still heading towards it. And still making some fine adjustments onto the control. A bit low. Increase the nose a bit. Keep one finger on the throttle, so I can get ready to idle it just before touchdown. A bit below the glide slope, but I'd like to be quite low at this point now, as I'm about to touch down. Come on. Idle throttle. Reverse thrust. Heavy touchdown, but not again, not again, not again. Whew. You could see there, the plane wanted to roll. It wanted to roll over again. There's a turnaround point there we can use to our advantage, but you could see the plane wanted to roll over. And just me repeating NOS again 3 or 4 times. Alright, slowly turn the plane around. Be careful of the winds, don't be careful on the speed as well. Don't want to roll it over. There we go. Right then. Welcome to Unst, guys. Welcome to Unst. We are on time. Literally on time. Planned arrival was 0 minutes. Could be a matter of seconds the moment we arrive at gates. Again, got to keep my finger on the brakes. Those conditions. And wind speed isn't the nicest here. There it goes. Now hit the bang on 1 minute time. The aircraft to the left. And bring it to a parking space. A few houses here, but nothing too much. Quite an old airport, I have to say. Is that a wooden terminal? Fancy. A few minor trees as well, and a few houses here and there. Don't think it's part of the open VFR scenery I've got here anyways. Alright, bring the aircraft to the parking spot, already on idle. And bring it to a halt. Brake set. Engine cut off up here because the ones on the throttle themselves don't actually work. And again, I could try and bring these back as far as I can to shut off, but I don't physically do it. Anyways, that come off. Landing lights probably should come off as well. That's fine. And open the doors. And passengers will now deboard. Feel free to take your cargo as well. Strobe actually needs to come off as well. Strobe lights off. And there we go. Passengers can now deboard the aircraft. Increase the flaps. Right then, so if we go to FS passengers, we will now go to end flights. 273 touchdown. Like I said, a bit hard on the lights, but on the crosswind landing, try and get it down as soon as I can. Did go to reverse in there as well. Exceptional flights, leaves that landed on schedule, and extreme weather, they experienced during landing. Again, right on schedule, so it's a matter of seconds to arrival. 48-second difference. Considering that the flight's perfect, ticket price normal, passengers think your company's reputation should be 100%. Company reputation is now 92.89%. Yeah, still not as high as it was before when I had the accidents, but doesn't matter. Right. Made a very nice landing, perfect flights, no problems. Landed at scheduled airports, precise arrival time, 48 seconds difference. Extreme weather during approach. And yes, when I was fearing, parking brakes only used when aircraft is stopped. That was when I was on the ground, wasn't it? When I was moving along with the wind. So I have to see how much damage and how much it's going to cost me. Nope, that's active company. I want company manager, maintenance, and oh, okay, they're barely damaged. 400 quid. So that's basically the profit I made for the last couple of flights. Repair and pay all the bill. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. 400 quid. And there we go. Don't need to repair those. Don't actually fly them anymore. Otherwise, close manager. Actually, one thing worth looking at: statistics. There you go. Total flight income. 308. Sorry, I said that to pound sterling. FS passengers setup units. I want it in. No, I want currency. There we go. Not dollars. I want it in GBP, Great British Pounds. Right then, go back to company manager. Statistics. I've earned £199,176 with this airline. So not a bad income so far. There you go, payload record. Average passengers, 100 nautical miles, 7.34 passengers, 100 payload, £497. Average game income per passenger, 980 quid. Or average real, so in reality what I earn, 19 quid. So, yeah, a few little stats to go. Safety record, 98.33, because that one crash a few weeks ago. Although safety record, sorry, it's, passenger safety, 100%, no injuries, 204 carried. Already 204, that's quite nice. No fatalities in the crash. There's no wounded passengers in the crash. Good things to keep, I guess. So, yeah, I think that's about it for now. Bit of a longer episode, but next week's going to be about double this. So I'm going to decide whether I fly to Norway or the US. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.